Hello everyone and welcome back to Keepsakes by Pattycakes. I've done a couple videos this week and they didn't turn out, so I am trying again, and I had to change what I was planning on doing, which I'll show you in a minute. But first, I'd like to give huge hugs and love to Beverly N., Donna M., Sparkles Creations Art, Sandy Garrett, Missy L., Beverly P., Cheryl T., William R., Magnolia Fairy Tale, and there were a few people I missed on that made comments on some of the other videos, so I would also like to give huge hugs and love to Christelle V., Angela S., Jenny H., Denise Junk Journals UK, Journal Gigi Hannah, Catherine H., and Bella Vintage Notebook. I thank you all for your sweet comments, and I so much appreciate it. I also want to welcome my new subscribers. A warm welcome to you, as well as all my returning subbies who have been with me. So today what I'm making is some altered paper clips and some hangy things. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I wanted to show you, I had cut out some, oops, not this one, cut out some Americana hearts with a Sizzix die, and I have it here. I just put this black paper down so the glare wouldn't be on here so much. But this is the die that I used, and it's one of the thick dies called the Bigs dies, and it's number 656335. Okay, so I cut out 3 different sizes, and then what I was going to show you, I wanted to do some ribbon embroidery, which I am terrible at because I haven't practiced before. It's been a long time. So anyways, I'll show you a few of the ones that I've made. This is one of them, and this is just a little ribbon carnation that I made. And then on the back we have the paperclip. So that was one. Now this one is a heart that I put lace, and I cut out like a purple velvety ribbon piece on top of that, and then I also backed them. So what I did was I took a piece from a file folder, that's what I cut these out with, and I covered one side, and then I took another piece the same side and covered the other side. Okay, and I'll show you how I put those together in a moment. But then I put an eyelet in this one and just hung a bow and some seed beads down it, so it could be, you know, hung from lace or something. Now these ones are little paper clips on the back, which go sideways, and then I left the paper clip out a bit and just put a little dangly on them, which I thought were so pretty. So those were that, and this one has a little chain on it. And then I made this one, which is probably my favorite so far, and it has some little pearls hanging from the bottom of it, and it's also a paper clip. So we'll just set that there. And then I have a few to work on with you. And I'll show you how I put them together. Now this is one of my ribbon embroideries. As you can see, it's not perfect, but I tried. And that's what I wanted to do with you, but none of them turned out that great. So anyways, so what I did, as I said, on these ones, on some of them I glued material, and some of them I used paper. Okay, and it's much easier using paper. The material looks beautiful and all, but it is it frays, of course, and then you can see your edges unless you cut them off. So all I did was I took the paper clip and put it on the back side, okay, and I put the long side here since the heart was rather long. And then I took a piece of tape. This is just old masking tape that I found, and I'm just going to tape it down just to keep the paper clip secure so it doesn't pop out. And then I took some Fabri-Tac and just glued them together, and that gives you your altered paper clip. And what I had to do with mine, because the paper clips and the shapes of the heart, I guess, is I clipped them together to dry because they kept opening on the sides, and of course you don't want that. So you could also glue lace on the inside before you glue these down, which I thought about doing, but it would have even taken more time for me to get this video done. So you just line these up as well as you can and make sure they're pressed down on the sides. And you can also use your distress ink if you like, but I didn't want it to soak into the fabric, so I'm not sure I'm gonna do that. So I will just show you real quick. If this is your journal page, this will just clip on to the top of it, okay? Which I will need to do something with the sides of this, I'm sure. But I will show you, like on this one. And then the little things will dangle on it. Hope I'm in frame here. And then the side ones, this is the left-hand side of the page. So this will just dangle off the side, okay? Or you could put it inside to hold something together as well. So I do have a couple here, and I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. I have some, just some pieces of raggedy pieces of lace, and I've already glued the back on it. So what I'm going to do is just glue all of this on. And these are pretty easy once you figure out, you know, what you want to put on them. Oops, I wanted to put this down here. I'm gonna wipe real quick. Just push that down. Okay. And I'm gonna put this little piece up here. I think I went this way. Well, like I said, oh, and this is a very old antique collar, and it's actually falling apart. It has an eye hook on it still, but I'm going to use it on here. Sort of like that. Apologize if you can hear the TV. We found out that where my mom wants to move into, the lady's going on vacation to Spain for 2 weeks. So it's putting a delay on my mom getting to have her paperwork approved to move in. Okay, then I think I'm going to put this one right here. Yes. So I'm just going to slather the glue onto this. Now, you don't have to have this heart die cut. You can use any shape you want. You can use squares, rectangles, circles, anything like that. I actually cut out some circles myself at all different sizes to make something. Some little lacy things like this. And then when this is dry, I'm going to cut off the edges here. Okay? And there we'll have a paper clip, and that'll kind of look like this. So I'll put that aside to dry. And then this next one is just going to be a little plain one. And this one is made out of material and backed. And this piece is from a trace of sparkles, one of her kits. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'm going to be using it as well in my journals that I'm making. So just going to glue this down. Like I said, it's going to be very simple. And the last one I made, just take some scraps of laces and throw them down and put a focal point on top. They really come out pretty, I think. Okay, I'll put that one aside. The next one, another simple one. I'm going to take, here's a piece of this cheesecloth. This is the much denser one. It's not like the real open kind that we normally see. And I have a little butterfly that I crocheted last year. Just gonna stick that there. And voila, it's done. Set that aside to dry. Okay, and then I have this one. And all I'm going to do on it is put this little piece on here. Sorry about that. I paused it to let my mom know I was recording and I shut it off. So I don't know where it left off, but I wanted to show you a little flower that I crocheted last year, and I put a button on it, and then I had these little petals, and I just sewed the little silver beads on, and that's it. So I'm just going to put them on this one. This glue is getting awfully thick. I never had so many glue webs. Now, these have kind of a pointy bottom on them. So, not quite sure how they're going to hold on here. Interesting. Guess it's going to stick by 2 petals. Maybe I'll glue some. I was thinking of one down here. Or no. I think I'm going to leave it off for now. See how that goes. Then I have this little blue one here. And I have a piece cut off from some lace trim. And I'm just going to glue that onto the heart. Oh. Okay. Then I just have this little piece of blue flowers I'm going to put right in the center. Who knows, I might not even use them all for these because I got quite a few here. But I will have them for future use. Then I have one more, which is a bright green and fuchsia, which matches my fairy journal. So I am going to glue this down. Let's see. And so what I am going to do is take a clip and clip that down until it dries. go. So I'll set that aside, and I'm going to come back to this one, shut my glue, because I believe that's all of them. Then I'm just going to cut off this lace, just so you can tell the shape of the heart. But I'm not going to cut this piece up here, because I want that to show. There we have that. So I hope you all enjoyed that. And I will just move this out of the way and set them here so you can see them all. These are the ones we did today. And this one is still drying. And then the ones that I already completed. Oh, this one was today as well. We'll just put it over here. And then we have, I hope they're going to be on in screen. There we go. So I thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll give this a go. Even, like I said, if it's on smaller shapes or tiny, bigger, whatever you prefer. And just have fun with it. So I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.